Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV's News Pulse. I'm your host Akivito. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Government of India had sent a notification to all the states and union territories stating that amid concerns over the new highly transmissible Omicron variant of SARS-CoV-2, India is all set to begin vaccinating the 15 to 18-year-old age group against the coronavirus disease from the 3rd of Jan. It is, however, to be noted that only Bharat Biotech's indigenously made shot, Covaxin, will be used for vaccinating this age bracket. And now, as of yesterday, many states and union territories have geared up for this special bracket vaccination drive. Even in the northeast, Nagaland, Manipur, Assam, etc. have begun the drive to inoculate 15 to 18 years age group. And with us now, speaking to Hornbill TV from the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Manipur, we have with us Dr. Maniyar Singh, who is the State Immunization Head Manipur, to try and find out more about the status of the new vaccination drive and also a little about the new variant. Thank you so much for joining us on this platform with Hornbill TV. All right, Doctor, how would you say was the vaccination drive, the new 15 to 18 drive, how did it start in Manipur yesterday, and how many patients have you been able to administer the vaccines to?
Yeah, thank you. Regarding the vaccination of children in the age group of 15 to 18 years, it was announced by the Honorable Prime Minister on 28th of December 2021. And accordingly, the vaccination was conducted in all over India from 3rd of January 2022.
Yes.
So in Manipur also, we have started this COVID vaccination, especially for the children in this age group. And the ministry has given 1,74,000 targets for the whole population, children population in Manipur.
All right, Doctor.
So we have already started. Launch searching was done in all the districts, in the headquarters, in all the districts. Right now, Manipur has got 16 districts.
Yes.
And the launching was started in all 17 districts, 16 districts, along with the presence of the DCs. And in Manipur also, in the RIMS and the JNIMS, yesterday our Honorable Chief Minister has inaugurated this vaccination of children in the RIMS.
All right, Doctor.
And another one is one health minister from the Union Minister who has inaugurated in the RIMS right there.
All right, Doctor.
So altogether we have vaccinated yesterday around about 1,107 doses has been administered.
All right.
And the ministry has given instruction to give Covaxin for the children age group.
All right, Doctor, coming to the new variant, which is the Omicron, Manipur is the first state in the northeast where it was detected that a 48-year-old man who was returning from Tanzania had gotten the virus, the Omicron variant. So, yeah. Doctor, how would you say that this Omicron is different from the Delta variant, and also what are the major differences in the symptoms that one actually faces?
See, regarding this Omicron virus, it is a mutation variant from the original SARS-CoV-2 virus 1.
All right, Doctor.
So, and now as far as the present data available from the different centers,
all right.
Now Omicron virus is not that severe one compared to the Delta one.
Okay.
So when a patient is suffer from Omicron virus, the signs, sometimes even sign symptoms may not be there also. Even the sign symptoms are very mild.
All right.
And so far there is not much problem about the severity and even the hospitalization in the because of some complications like that. So compared with the Delta variant, Omicron variant is comparatively safer.
All right, Doctor.
But the infectivity rate is very high compared to the Delta variant.
All right, Doctor.
So right now in Manipur also we have detected one case of Omicron case, the 21st December. Patient was coming from Tanzania.
Okay, Doctor.
And on the tracking also, contact tracing, we have found 2 more cases in that same family. But while doing the genome sequencing,
all right,
the 2 were not the Omicron variant. So only as of now in Manipur we have got only one variant of.
All right, Doctor. Doctor, coming to the various tests to detect coronavirus, or rather COVID, in the Delta variant we had the RT-PCR, the antigen and all those tests. But now for the Omicron, there is the sample needs to be sent for genome sequencing. And
yeah, right.
Like for the state of Nagaland, unfortunately, we do not have that provision, do not have the lab for the genome sequencing. So Manipur has got one. So what is the caseload of that lab, and how many samples is Manipur Imphal receiving in a day just for genome sequencing?
So genome sequencing, we have got one lab at Imphal.
Yes.
But we have not sent it frequently also, because when you got some suspected cases right now, those coming from the foreign returnee, if some person is found to be positive, then only we send for genome sequencing. Because as of now, any positive cases from local spread is not there, so we are not sending the genome sequencing for the cases. But we are sending only those persons who come back from the foreign country, then only we send the genome sequencing. Otherwise, we don't send the genome sequencing.
All right, Doctor. Also, Doctor, the Prime Minister had also announced when he actually saying that there will be a precautionary dose for the frontline workers, the healthcare workers, and also for those people above the age of 50 or 60. When is Manipur going to roll out this precautionary dose?
This was precautionary dose. Yes. As instructed from the ministry, we are ready to launch this on the 10th of January 2022.
All right, Doctor.
And right now they have given the instruction to give this precautionary dose only for the healthcare workers,
all right, Doctor,
frontline workers, and the 60 years plus with comorbidities. So we are planning to give this vaccination. But right now the ministry has not given what type of vaccine is to be given for those as a precautionary dose. Because in Manipur we are using this Covishield.
Okay, Doctor.
So whether we'll give the Covishield or Covaxil or Sputnik, the ministry has not given instruction. But once they have given instruction, we'll give this precautionary dose. But I thought it may be given as a Covishield.
All right, Doctor. Okay, Doctor, coming a little out of focus from the question, for all healthcare workers from the year 2019, you guys have had like a seriously tough time, and you guys have been in the front line dealing with the coronavirus. How satisfied would you be with the state government in providing you guys help?
Regarding the frontline workers, that's okay.
Frontline as well as healthcare, like doctors like you.
Yeah, because we are helping or facing this COVID-19 pandemic for the last almost 2 years.
Yes, Doctor.
So the health workers and doctors, they are all fed up, and any other activities, like all the departments are paralyzed, except health department, they were working hard.
Okay.
So right now also we are facing another Omicron variant again.
Yes, Doctor.
And even the scientists, expert opinion, they have expected we may have another third wave somewhere in the February or something like that. So we have to prepare hard to face this any unwanted incidents that may come up. So right now we are trying to vaccinate all these beneficiaries. So in spite of our effort, some of the vaccine hesitant areas are also there, and we are trying to give vaccine 100% as much as possible.
All right, Doctor. Thank you so much for your service to mankind and humanity, and also thank you so much for talking to us on this platform at Hornbill TV. We hope you will stay safe, and we hope that you keep saving people. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Okay, thank you.
And that was Dr. Manohar, who is also the state immunization head. He has just mentioned that Manipur has been able to vaccinate at least 1,017 beneficiaries, and that the drive is going on, and their main effort is to vaccinate the whole of the beneficiaries living in Manipur. Now focusing on the state of Nagaland too, the special bracket vaccination drive for the 15 to 18 years of age has started off successfully. Yesterday in the districts of Dimapur and Kohima, at least 225 Covaxin vaccine was administered to people of the 15 to 18 years group. Let's have a special look at the ground report from Referral Hospital.
December la moinare CDSCO Central Drugs Standard Control Organization kanpra government ge itu Covaxin do review krina tahan sailwa nishna Health Ministry kan ge itula approval mangya nishna Health Ministry kanpra approve kori dishe aru joa kali he itu nationwide 18 years below khan karne Covaxin do roll out kori dishe aru yare Dimapur de huli 200 plus manu ahine Covaxin la vaccination bi low le parishe itu nishna the print India koine media house ekta pra article ekta olaise itu article to ki ase koile ta hanra kwala hisab te hole do World Health Organization WHO kan pra itu Covaxin India re Covaxin do adults kan karne do approve kori dishe holi 18 years below kan karne do approve kora nai kushe holi bere India re CDSCO kan pra ina minister koine saina tahan health ministry ge approval mangya nishna health ministry kan pra December la month approve kuri dishe holibi WHO khan pra do adults kan garne approve kurishe holibi 18 years below khan garne do approve karne idu nishna itu la mamla de mohan aru details januole mohan CMO Dimapur laga CMO Dr. Mua ke kotha kuise idu nishna taibi itu la issue de do iman knowledge nai kuise WHO khan approve na kurala do holibi taira kwala hisab te hole do kitya bi itu kun kun holibi itu la study kura aru drugs kan study kura khan blindly do na kuribo aru health ministry khan holibi blindly manu khan garne bia ho koile do blindly ina vaccine do roll out kurle na diwo ina kuise idu garne taira kwala hisab te hole do ina roll out kwaro safe hobo aru risk kwaro na thakibo ina kuise itu eglai no holi man state immunization officer Dr. Ritu Thar gibi kotha kuise aru taira Hornbill TV ke kwala hisab te hole do itu trials kan sobi khotom kura piche he itu vaccine do roll out kuriwole dishe kuise holi itu la mamla re tan WHO kan reminders kan garne approve na kwaro tan aru details kan itiabi sawo lagi aru janiu lagi nevi kwase holibi risk kwado na thakiwo aru safe hwa garne he roll out kuriwole dishe ina koini bi janai dishe Hornbill TV ke moi reporter ke Christine Yuki ho with camera person Johnson for Hornbill TV.
And to know a little bit more about the vaccination drive in the Nagaland context, we have with us Dr. Ritu Thur, State Immunization Officer, from whom we will find out a little more of what is in store for the state of Nagaland. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us in Hornbill TV, and we would like to actually know some details about the vaccination drive.
Yeah.
All right, Doctor. So, according to you, how would you describe the start of the 15 to 18-year vaccination drive, and also which all districts have started the vaccination drive?
As per the directive from the GOI or the Ministry, Government of India our country has rolled out COVID-19 vaccination drive for 15 to 18 years age group on 3rd January.
All right.
And we are very happy that our children will be safe after this vaccination. And so far, we have received our vaccines from Kolkata on New Year, and we could make the vaccine available only in 2 districts, that is Kohima and Dimapur, and today its coverage is still less. 534 beneficiaries were vaccinated till today.
All right, Doctor. All right. So, Doctor, when the Chief Minister of Delhi and Uttarakhand spoke, they gave a rough figure that for Delhi it was about 3 lakh beneficiaries could be vaccinated in a day. So, does Nagaland also have a certain number? How much can Nagaland actually vaccinate beneficiaries in one particular day?
As per our population census, our state target is around somewhere 143 beneficiaries were expected between the 15 to 18 years age group.
All right, Doctor.
So very shortly, the activities will roll out in all the other districts. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will be transporting our vaccines to all the district vaccine stores. So very shortly, we will catch up the vaccination drive in a safe manner.
All right. Doctor, do you think that Nagaland has got adequate inventory of vaccines to vaccinate all the beneficiaries in the 15 to 18 bracket?
Yes, we have enough manpower, we have enough vaccines. Logistics is not the issue.
All right, Doctor.
So we want to appeal all the beneficiaries, all the parents to make the children available in the nearest CBCs or to come to get a vaccination.
All right, Doctor, and also many doctors and experts have said that the main priority should be to focus on vaccinating all the beneficiaries, or rather all the people of the state. So when it comes to the vaccination status of people above 20 to up to 60, what is the status of Nagaland's vaccination drive when it comes to the first dose, and also what is the status of the COVID vaccination drive when it comes to the second dose?
Our vaccination program, we are facing challenges at the multi-level because of vaccine hesitancy in our state.
Okay, Doctor.
So far, we could achieve only 61% of first dose and 46% of second dose. However, many of
NGOs at the respective district that they have intervened in about awareness, improving awareness, advocacy. So slowly and gradually we are picking up the system, and hopefully within 2-3 months we'll definitely will try to achieve our target somewhere 70 to 80% coverage.
All right. So, doctor, what do you think is the biggest myth that the people in Nagaland believe about actually getting vaccinated, and why don't you think they can change their mind and actually come forward and get vaccinated?
I think biggest challenge we are facing is about the news and the information through social media.
All right, doctor.
And maybe because of their complacency or some group of people, they are calculating the benefit versus the risk. So as per our information we see from different districts, people still have need and misinformation through social media. That's why still we are facing a lot of challenges in the vaccine hesitancy.
All right. All right, so doctor, when Prime Minister had announced that there will be a 15 to 18 bracket vaccination drive, at that point of time, the Prime Minister had also mentioned about a precautionary dose for the frontline workers, the healthcare workers, and also people above 50 with comorbidities. So, is Nagaland also going to roll out this precautionary dose vaccination drive anytime soon?
Oh, yes. Regarding the precaution dose or the booster dose, the government, our country has prioritized 3 categories, as you have rightly said, about the healthcare workers, frontline workers, and 60 years and above with the individuals who are high-risk group. So on the 10th January, we'll be rolling out the precaution doses for all these prioritizing age group.
All right, doctor, thank you so much for taking out your time and speaking to us on this platform at Hornbill TV. We hope you remain safe, and we keep praying for you so that you will keep saving a lot of people, and also you will keep a lot of Nagas safe from the coronavirus. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that was Dr. Ritu Thar, who is also the state immunization officer. He has just mentioned that on the New Year's Eve, Nagaland got its dose for the 15 to 18 years age bracket vaccination drive, and that slowly all districts would get their required doses, and the vaccination drive is going to kick off in all the districts very soon. The doctor was speaking about having target of about 1,43,000, which he has assured that the drive, and they've got enough manpower and the vaccines, so to reach that number, that will be done in a very short time, and that he expects all the parents of children to send their children or ward to get these vaccines so that they can be safe from the coronavirus. And also the doctor has played the misconception that you should stop listening to social media messages about the misconception about getting vaccinated. So like the doctor said, I think the vaccine seems to be pretty helpful in protecting you against the virus. So his advice would be to come and get vaccinated, as the doctor has said that only 51% of the population of Nagaland has received their first dose, and that number is even less when it comes to second dose. So at the moment, the priority is to get all the beneficiaries vaccinated so that they are at least properly well, so that they can defend themselves from the new variant, or rather the Omicron variant, and they can also stay safe and keep everyone else safe.